Greetings, huntsmen and hunters. Welcome back to RWBY JPDE. Janara, are you out of your goddamn mind? No need to shout. Why are you shouting? You needed a distraction to get into the vault and help Amber, and now you have it. What are you upset about? You're putting yourself in unnecessary danger, that's why. For all we know, Osmond might assume the worst. I mean, I know he's not, but it's always better to be prepared for that kind of stuff. Do not even try to shrug this off. If you seriously thought this wasn't going to be a big deal, you wouldn't have done it behind our backs. It wasn't in the end. He didn't attack me or anything. He just wanted to talk and he agreed to meet in the middle of Vale. He's not a threat. Right. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Because in my opinion, the Osmond is a bit of a manipulator and a dick. So, yeah. Sorry for not really jumping for joy, because we kind of don't trust him in the fandom. Janara, I understand that you want to help Amber, but that's not an evaluation you can do on your own. That's not an evaluation any of us can do. Why? Because we don't know enough about him, and what little we know about him doesn't inspire trust. Most importantly, we know nothing about his semblance. We understand you want to help and that you picked a public place, but what if that doesn't impede him? What if he agreed because even the public place with a crowd is not an obstacle? If he wants to abscond with you, for instance. I understand what you mean, but I need to do something. Amber needs our help, doesn't she? This is our best chance we have. Titania, Kenshi, I understand you're worried, but she's right. Okay. For what it's worth, I don't think Osmond's interest in Janara is nefarious. Yeah, let's agree. Although, let's be honest, the first quote we ever heard from Osmond when we first saw him in the series was kind of sus. But then again, we barely knew any single thing about the silver eyes thing. It was even weirder when the fact that Oscar said the same thing. It was just weird. But I feel it's personal. You're not meeting him unchaperoned. Professor Peach will need to distract Miss Goodwitch. We need Penny to get into the vault, and Jack to show me and Bella inside. Titania, you and Evelyn will have to keep an eye on her. Thalia will help, I'm sure of it. Jack won't be happy. Let me give her a call. No, she won't be. I see. Yeah, I agree. Wow, that was easy. Way too easy. In this situation, the best thing we can do is roll with it. Yeah, be sure to tell Professor Peach as well. I'll be back by 8 PM. Trouble in paradise? Maybe, but if it concerns part of our lives, you're not a privacy to it yet. I think you'll reconsider that once you hear what I got for you today. Someone's confident, so don't ask me here just to ask me out. And I'm the confident one. As I said the first time, I don't go for people younger than me, anyway. Are you sure about that? Well, granted, we barely know a thing about Lisa. You know, the fact that she's an anchor and a news reporter. We don't know anything else besides that in the actual series, because we only seen it like a couple of times, and that's it. And it's just basically like short cameos. It's actually information concerning Weiser Van Gogh. A little piece of information that I think will make all the difference. About Weiser? From what you've told me, you're only partial information by his semblance. I've given you some about his recent past. You know nothing about his beginnings. Now, what would you like to say if I told you I could shed some light on that? Alright. I can't say that I'm not interested. Since we discovered that Weiser has been planning all of this, at least since he was a student at Beacon, his motives and plans must be tied to his past. Probably. So what is the information worth to you? I I think I'll tell you what we discovered at Peak. Time to get involved in our troubles, Miss Lavender. So I can get further interested and dig up more information for you, huh? Clever girl. I do love the interaction in this game. This is a brilliant fan-made game. Definitely better than most of the other, canon RWBY games I've ever made. Well, at least now we have a plan, and Osmond should behave. Let's hope so. I mean, it's not like I've ever thought that Osmond would actually hurt a child. Give it time. Still, his interest in Janara is... I just don't trust the guy. Anything that interests him in a personal manner, when he keeps his calculated distance from everything else. Janara makes this guy tick. I can't begin to understand why. More than what he could do. What worries me is what he could say to her. Only explanation I can think of is that Osmond somehow knows that Janara, the person Janara is modelled after. But if that's true, then how come he doesn't know anything about the boss? The questions just keep popping up, don't they? Wish some answers came our way already. Bold being fully open in the front of a sniper. Oh, it's May. What's up, girl? How long you been there, May? Long enough for you to long enough for your chocolate to start getting cold. Oof. It has, hasn't it? Darn it. Let me buy you a new one. I wanted to talk to you anyway. Oh, nonsense, I'm buying. So done letting other people pay for my food and mishaps. What do you take? In that case... Mocha, please. Alright, well guys, this got nothing to do with the actual thing we've just been talking about, but we might as well just get it over with, because it ties into something. So, what's on your mind? Yet another mystery that showed up in front of us, with no answer in sight. Just conjectures and hypotheses. At least it's not a cause of immediate danger this time. I guess that's a bonus. But that's the thing with the unknown. You never know. You never know when it may turn into danger. Don't I know it? Anyway, you said you want to talk to me. What about? Remember when I told you that I would be catching in that favor sooner rather than later? You need help with something? Also, why don't you just talk to Jack then? She's our leader. She is, but you're the person who made the offer in person. Anyway, it's not something immediate, but for the future. I see. So what is it? A hunt. A hunt? You need help hunting what exactly? A Grim. Just one? Just one? I need to know more. Sure. You probably know by now that hunters and students get assignments sent on missions. Some are long-term, some are short-term. Most are organised by the Kingdom Hunter coordination structures. But some are private requests. Now, do you know which kind of mission private citizens request the most? Search and retrieve? No, I don't. Corpse, tags, and or heirloom retrieval. Even without the Grim, we had a world war not too long ago. Long time ago. Most people who went to fought in it didn't have aura, and those who didn't return are even more numerous. I see. They have relatives, of course. Parents, spouses, children. Many are still alive today, while the last spoils of their loved ones slowly crumble away into the forgotten battlefield of Remnant. The Grim I need you to hunt haunts one of these battlefields to the west of Vale, at the border with Vacuo. A territorial Grim? Is it a gargantuan Grim like Gamera? Class-wise, it's a gargantuan Grim, but it influences smaller ones to do its bidding, but it's not as big. Even if it was just as dangerous, maybe more. And you know this Grim from personal experience? No. I will comply in a brief regarding the Grim if you accept to help me. In short, what I want your team to do is choose a comfort retrieval mission which brings you to Vordrunum on the day of your final exam. I see. And then you and your team will meet us there. No, just me. My team has no reason to follow me on this fool's errand. Not even scholarly. Vacuo students get their credits from the final exams during the year. This is a personal, but I can't do it alone. I understand. Talk about it with your teammates and let me know your answer. Aran, May, after your help, how could we not return the favor? You're very kind, but you should discuss it anyway. This is going to be a dangerous and there's no one to save here. This isn't a rescue mission. We know what it is. This is pure selfish revenge. Yeah. Revenge! Ooh. Kinda wish we could hear her talk in the series. I don't think she talked like that though. Don't we ever heard her talk though, period? Revenge. Well, let's see what's next. Oh! Alright guys. I'll be ending this part here and I'll see you in the next part. See you in a bit. Okay guys, and we're back. Now this part takes place just on the Thursday night, so I thought I'd share this because it's got to do with Bella, Janara, Titania, and Thea, so let's do this. I feel my hands shaking if I focus on them. Wonder what that's about. I'm like a pressure cooker, close to bursting out, or leaking. Bella, are you sure this isn't putting a strain on you? Well, it is, but not in a bad way. It's more like the strain you'd put on a muscle to exercise. Well, I don't have an aura pool limit. I've never had to shoulder so much aura all at one time. Not even when you were destroying the Guardian. No, not even then. I'm sure Wise would have felt it, and he generally doesn't care about it. So sometimes I fear we're only aware of his plans when it's too late. Hello again. Wait, are you embodying Pyrrha there? Evening. Once again, thanks for your time and sorry for all the trouble. Titania, Janara. It's fine by me. Repetition is important for memorization after all. If you feel so bad about it, why are you doing it to begin with? And multiple times a day? Because a little birdie told her in a pickle, and I want to make sure everybody remembers the route she's going to have to stick to during her play date. We don't need our rest. I'll do it even tomorrow. Stop treating me like a child. I'm older than you. Maybe when you start acting like it. Now, Vamoose, one more time. Ew. Oh, that's so cute. That's adorable. Remind you of anyone? Hardly. You've never been that cute when you're throwing a tantrum. That was funny. Oop, final pass. It's done. I've transferred the entire source code into your databases. Remember, you have only one use. It'll be enough. Thank you, CL. Well, I'm officially an accomplice now. Not really, CL. Just a technicality. To be official, that wouldn't necessitate us to be caught, and your role is to sorry guys. Role is to all of this is to be discovered, and I'm 82% sure that's not going to happen. Okay, what about the other 18%? You have considerably changed from your last personality evaluation, Penny. As expected. No one had any valid projections of how my personality would develop once I started interacting with people in an uncontrolled environment. The situation is certainly familiar, no? Similar, no? Not really, no. Huh? There's been no projections made for me. I was never supposed to leave my father's lab unless there was an emergency with you. Then you became an emergency, And then there were people in Atlas Army who would have preferred just to recall you and wipe your databanks. And there still are. I see. So you weren't even the first option to deal with my possible rogueness. No, I wasn't. Then why are you here? Because I asked to be, to my father. What's the smile for, Penny? Thank you for your assistance, Mr. Polydina. Nonsense. Keeping James at bay may be what I'm best at after robotics. And the situation is that poor girl's sadness. That poor girl saddens me. Considering that machine is based on my designs, I feel partly responsible. I find it peculiar that they didn't ask for your counsel on this. Maybe you could have helped Amber. Or it could have done something completely different. You see, even after I revealed to James that there's no such thing as a kill switch for Penny, he never trusts me to the point of being privy to states of secrets or his own. We both know that the only reason I stay within Atlas Army is out of convenience. There's no loyalty to any flag in this bone, just scientific interest of my own judgment. I feel a certain affinity. And speaking of secrets, Osmond's circle certainly do keep a lot of secrets, and I'm starting to wonder if he doesn't keep even more from them than he does from the rest of the world. Oh, he does. Sail into mortality. Are you absolutely sure you're going alone? Should have taken that as aggressive. She made it clear that she doesn't trust me. I understand that. My question is, why are you trusting her despite her help to Team Jade in their endeavors? It's not about trust. It's about an opportunity that I can't pass over. And if I have to take risks, what is it? If there's one thing I've never seen from you, Osmond, it's taking risks so easily. Just what's important about that little girl that looks like her, are you? Are you afraid this could be another her, despite her apparent disposition? Yes. As I said, there's no greater danger, so I imagine if there wasn't suddenly two. No, that's not what I fear. I see. Oof. It's getting intense, isn't it? What I really fear is her having nothing in common with either of us. Okay, fair enough. Okay, guys, it's finally time for the Saturday event. Now, Saturday event's going to take a long time, so it's going to be quite a long video, so I'll see you guys on the Sunday. See you in a bit. Okay, guys, and we're back. Let's do this. One final push, and then this main part of the story is done. Here goes. He's gone. I repeat, he's gone. Osmond has left Beacon. Perfect, partner. I want you to hurry up to the main hall of beacons as soon as Bella arrives on the return bullhead. This is it, everyone. We're saving Amber. Time for Operation Persephone. I know that doesn't make much sense, guys, but I just like the name. You're early. Not really. It's just the bullhead arrived a few minutes earlier. Is that a problem? Not really. Just wasn't really paying attention to the station. You surprised me. I see. So what are we doing? Huh? You asked me. Didn't you want to talk? Well, yes, but I don't mean it as an interrogational questioning. I mean it more of an informal way. Bella's bullhead has just left the station, and our little agent of distractions engaged Osmond, who looks surprisingly like a fish out of water. Yeah, well, I'm surprised none of Salem and Osmond's children looked like Janara. That is just the weirdest thing. Who knows, maybe it'll happen again in the future. Seriously, how come we've never seen her without any of the kids? None of them look grimified. Weird. So you want to hang out or something? I guess that would be the only way to put it, yes. Alright then, I'll show you my favorite place while we walk. Could you please slow down? I haven't been to the main street in a while and I don't know. Oh, for the love of, Janara already veered off the path we rehearsed. We didn't expect Osmo to want to hang out. Wouldn't have suited our needs anyway. We're in pursuit. Good luck, Beacon team. Ooh, this is getting intense. I love this. So, why are we in the mess hall again? Because I refuse to keep you in your office on such a nice day, and this is the closest thing the school has to a bar with seats in the open. And come on, seeing more informal side of you will make the students fear you less, I assure you. But it may make you appear more human to their eyes. What would I do without you, Violet? Be a vampire, probably. You're already outfitted for it. What's wrong with my clothes? You look like a witch who's gone full-blown dominatrix. Like, seriously. The riding crop doesn't help. Neither does the high heels. Well, small cape to start with. How have you know? Professor Peters successfully distracted Miss Goodwitch. I have no doubt she'll be able to keep it occupied for a positively long time. Then all that's left is for Bella to get her here. It should be another 30 minutes. It's getting interesting, isn't it? Thanks, mister. And thanks for buying, Mr. Osborne. Think nothing of it. So you like crepes? Ice cream and caramel apples. Pretty much all sweets. God, your teeth are gonna fall out at this rate. Not that the rest of human food isn't great, but I like sweets the most. Human food? So you don't consider yourself human? Should I? I don't even look like a normal human or even a faunus. I'm out there. And that's without getting into the fact that I was created, not born. Created? By who? I don't really know. It's that flame guy who called himself a boss. Can't the others told you about him now? They did, and I'm sorry to admit that I have no knowledge of such a being. It's fine. Still, the guy is confusing. They're moving. Come on. Why go through all the trouble of making me only to kill me afterwards? Try to what? Hey, volume, we're in the middle of the streets. I'm sorry, it's just, he tried to kill you? Well, not him personally. Anyway, he failed. Evelyn and the others saved me. I see. Still, to try and kill a child is... It's unforgivable. Why do you care? Excuse me? They told me about the Grim. I'm sure there are kids dying out there, even right now. Why do you care about me so much? Because you remind him of back when Salem was still, a nice person. It's because you remind me of some people. Maybe his former wife and your kids. Because let's be honest, if any of his daughters ever did Grimify, I'm pretty sure they look like that. Like, seriously, it's just weird to me. You mean more than one? Yes, when I heard about you, I thought, you definitely have some kind of tie to at least one of them. You look so much alike. Involuntary, I guess, but it's there, and I needed to meet you. I see. Want some of my crepe? Sure. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, here we go. The headmaster really likes his gears. Or clocks, I guess. But I'm glad he doesn't like cameras. No surprise there. Someone used to be being so secret silly wouldn't be trusted 24/7 feed taped in the Veil network. Anyway, Penny, you're up. Hack in the elevator and let's get down. Affirmative. Grant me 274 seconds. Wait, what is that? That's roughly 2 minutes, isn't it? No, actually... Oh, no, it's more... It's about 4 minutes, isn't it? How many minutes is that? A little more than 5, I think. Correct. Anyway, once we're down there, Bella, we're all counting on you. I'm sorry to be put pressure on you, but I need you to remember that. To allow you to touch Amber, we're going to need to open the machine, which is the only thing currently keeping her alive. I know. It's a part of the reason why I need this much aura. Before actually healing her, I need to overcome the rapid deterioration of her aura structure, stabilize her. How long is it going to take? A few minutes. This isn't going to like repairing a broken bone. Doing it too fast could send her body into shock. That's fine. You'll have all the time you need. We'll make sure of it. Just a little more. Just a little more, Amber. We're coming, We're coming, buddy. We're coming to save you. Do you like it? I'm not the biggest fan of sweets, but this crepe, as they call it, was good. As they call it? You've never had one before? As I said, not the biggest fan of sweets. Also, I don't really go out much. How could you not like sweets? You're weird. Oh, it's just that most sweets are a bit too rich for my tastes. I prefer simpler recipes. What, like your hot chocolate? Like seriously, apparently that's what he drinks. It's not coffee, it's actually hot chocolate. It's weird. Like... Shaved ice. Shaved ice? Have you ever had it? No. No, I don't think I have. Would you like to? I'm starting to wonder if we were ever needed. I know, right? It's a bit awkward, but... I've never seen Osmond act this way towards anyone. Oh wow, it's so cold and so big! It's quite generous portion, yes. So this is just ice? Yes, as I said, I prefer simpler sweets. I guess they can't get simpler than ice. But the syrup looks so yummy. Glad they do. Now be sure not to eat too big of a spoonful at a time, or you might... Bon appetito! Oh no! Brain freeze! Yahoo! What was that? That felt so weird. Oh, he's on a flashback. Goodness, Oz! Why didn't you warn me about that? Ow, 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 ow. I was trying to. That was... brain freeze. Brain freeze. Sounds yummy. It happens when you eat something cold too fast. Okay, my fault, but you were right. But you were right, you know? Oh no, not this image. Oh yeah, it's like... That's what Salem used to look like before she went fully grim. That was basically, you know, like, after she fell into the pool, and a little bit after. So I kind of like the image. Shaved ice is good. You ain't kidding, it's so tasty, but it's just ice and fruit syrup. I'm glad you like it. That's such a cute image. I like it. A lot. Just eat slowly and don't eat too much of it, alright? It's easy to get a stomachache. Okay. Fine. Oh, this is so sweet. Oh, I think it's giving me diabetes. Oh. Dear, what is it? Oh, this is so sweet. You think the baby will like it too? Oh, God, they're trying the feels. Oh, God, right in the feels. Alright. Few more minutes, guys, then we'll end. We're here. The machine is at the end of the corridor. This place, it's much older than the school. It reminds me of the ballroom. Was it built by the royal family? Let's hurry. There it is, Amber. Oh, Amber. We've made a partner. We're here. Bella, please, Leave it to me, Kenshi. I swear, I'll save her. Everyone, I'm going to operate the machine now. Bella, then when the tube will open, her vitals will start fluctuating. I need you to be prepared. I came here prepared, Penny. Oh, that's a lot of aura. Pop her open. Here we go. He never forgave me for that. Not that I blame him. Of all the... So that's why you and Professor Hellman never... What's that? This alarm. James, what's wrong? Marco, I've got to... Actually, no. I need you to follow me. Excuse me. James, what is... There's no time to explain. Grab your tools and meet me at the shuttles. We need to get to Beacon Tower. Penny, you've triggered some kind of alarm. James has just ran out my lab after asking my assistants. I've no doubt he knows you'll touch the machine. Here goes. You need to be done and get out of there as soon as possible. Ironwood is coming. Oh no, we've been discovered. We what? Papa sent me a message. General Ironwood is coming here. We have minutes. Son of a... Bella, how much more do you need? Few more minutes? We can't interrupt. And we won't. General Ironwood, the headmaster of Atlas Academy and the leader of the Atlas Army. One of the most powerful men in the world, in short. I wonder if this power exceeds to battle too. It does, even though his symbol is not really combat-oriented. But then again, you shouldn't always focus on having a powerful ability. You should also focus on your own skill as well, because that's normally what wins battles over pure power. Here goes. So that's the story behind your cape. It's not much of a story, really. I just really like the idea. Anyway, speaking of ideas, about Mr. Dicabeus. Violet. Kenshi, what about him? There's a way for him to not be expelled. The gods have loopholes. What's on your mind? It will be difficult to say the least. But that's not something Team Jade is unfamiliar with by now, is it? Also, they'll have your direct help. Osmond wants to use half his year missing credit against him, right? How can I help with that? Indeed. As a headmaster, he can decide whether to consider mitigating circumstances or not. He won't. So without full credit, Kenji will be able to progress to the next year. And there's no repeating in Beacon. And normally, not even the most difficult mission in the final exam can give a team so much credit, so it makes up for half a year of school. But there's nothing in the rules that... Oh, what's that? James? Sorry, Violet, I've got to take this. Oh, go ahead. Please tell me he wants to ask her out on a date. It's... What? How do you... Oh, darn it. Sure, more than that. What do you mean you're taking the entrance? Violet, I gotta go. Do you really have to? I'm not sure it's that. James, don't do anything... Is that wind? James! He jumped out of the bullhead, didn't he? I got him that as an epic thing, but seriously. Students, I hope you've done, because if you aren't... Yeah, we'll be in trouble. Oh! Yeah, he jumped out like a madman. James, for the love of science, slow down! I can't believe we just jumped through a window from one of your shuttles. What the hell's going on here? I don't know exactly, but it's a matter of life and death for remnants. A what? Curses. Why will the elevator go faster? How could a single girl, no matter how powerful, be this important? Well, she's one of 4 important women, so... Bella! It's done. You mean... Those voices. Who are they? It's incredible. Amber's vitals are stable. Bella, you did it! I promised. Amber, that name sounds familiar. Bella, you did great. Bella! She passed out. She must be exhausted. We need to hurry. Let's place Amber back in the machine. Yes. Amber is... I do love that new style. Very, very modern. Amber is my name. The elevator. They're coming. We're trapped. Amber is safely secure, but I don't detect any other exits or a suitable hiding place. I'm Amber, and those voices, they're... Oh, she's smiling. She's crying a little. They're my friends. They came for me. And now they're in danger. They need my help. And the exit, how can I find... Wait, I know about an exit. It's all coming back to me. Darn it all. Is there really nothing we can do? We'll probably get expelled or worse, but Bella, if they find her here... The left corridor. Amber! Amber, thank goodness! It really worked! It did, but there's no time now. Get to the wall to the far end of the corridor. Hurry! Amber, how did you... Later. It won't stay long. Won't stay open long. Vamoose! Vamoose! Run away! Ugh. Here we go. See, nothing's wrong, James. You're worried about nothing. James, there's no one in here. So it would seem. James, now we've seen how a moment piece. Would you please start explaining to me what tarnation is going on? And what's this place? And is that a person in there? And I think I recognize the design of that machine. If you could please check on her vitals and save the machine on Caro. I was instructed on it, but you're certainly more familiar with its workings. Then you'll have your explanation. Well, guys, we did it. We saved Amber. We'll continue the rest of the story another time, guys, but I want to end it here. So like us all, like, comment, and subscribe. Jeff, and I'm out of here. See ya.